I'm going to show you step by step how to create an online course in Funnel Freedom. Now, this tutorial will also work if you're using GoHighLevel to create an online course. Now, my name is Jonathan Montoya, and I've brought in over 50,000 students inside of my online courses. Now, this video specifically is going to show you the step-by-step process and how to create your members area for both Funnel Freedom and GoHighLevel. Now, if you want to see my complete 7-step framework on how I build an online course, make sure to check out this video right here. This is where I give you the checklist, and this is where I show you the mindset and the framework of how I actually build the online course. But this video specifically, I'm going to show you how we actually build and add the videos inside the Funnel Freedom and GoHighLevel software. Now, if you want access to the other video, I'm going to leave a link in the YouTube description, and we should have a card over here or over here that will give you access to the first part of this series. And in the other video, you get access to my 7-step online course checklist. That way you know exactly how to create your online course. All right, guys, let's get right into this. First of all, I'm going to show you inside the Funnel Freedom software. This will also be similar inside of GoHighLevel. Now, inside the Funnel Freedom software, you'll notice the memberships tab here on the left side. Now, this is where we're going to go and create our online course. And in the previous video, we already created the videos and the framework. So now we're just going to build this out so we can go and sell the online course. Okay, so inside the memberships tab, now communities and certificates were added in Q4 of 2023. So these are newer as of making this video, but I'm going to focus more on the course aspect of this because this is how we actually build the online course. Now, inside of the course area, I'm going to go to products. Okay, now inside of products, you can see that I have multiple courses inside of here. Now, I will note that we are currently moving everything from ClickFunnels to the Funnel Freedom software, and this is where I'm going to host all of my courses. Now, like I said, I've coached and mentored over 50,000 students. So I'm excited to move everything to this platform so everything is all in one and I can focus on just building my business. You'll see here, I have multiple courses inside of this members area. Now, again, this is just a quick overview, and then I'm going to show you step by step how to actually create this. But let's click on one of these here. For example, this DM Accelerator course. As you can see, we have multiple weeks and we're still building this out. What I want to show you here is if it says publish, this is what's going to show inside of the members area. Now, what's cool is you can go and, hit draft or lock, and people won't get access to that. Okay, so it's super cool because you can go inside of here and let people know what they can have access to. Now, I'm going to hit preview here just so you can see what it looks like. And inside of the members area for this specific course, you can see I have my own branding here, my own colors. And again, we're still working on creating this backend members area, but I'm going to walk you through the process throughout this video. But you'll notice here, if I click on week 1, it then opens up the week 1 version of this video. Now, inside of here, you'll notice I can go and, take this program here. And then what's cool is you can also add certain assets. Okay, so we didn't do anything in here, but I'm going to go to a different one. Okay, so I'm going to go back to products, and I'm going to click on 72-hour challenge. Okay, so if I click on this and preview, and I click on day number 1, you'll notice we have certain assets, right? So it says here action 1, action 2, and then action 3. Okay, so you can add this very easily within the online course, and then you could just go through the lessons as you go through this. Okay, so as you can see, we have multiple videos within every single lesson. And then of course you can back up and then you can go throughout the whole course. Okay, so step number 1 in building your online course with Funnel Freedom or GoHighLevel is to set up your site details. Now, if you haven't signed up for the software yet, I'm gonna leave a link down in the YouTube description to get access to the Funnel Freedom software. Once you have access, it'll look something like this with the dashboard and everything on the left side. Okay, so make sure you sign up for a free trial first before you get into the actual software. But once you're in the software and you're ready to create your online course, you're gonna wanna head over to the memberships tab. And inside the memberships tab, you're gonna go under courses and click on settings. Okay, so this is super cool. I'm going to show you how this all works, and it's going to all make sense at the end of this training, but just walk with me through the steps and then you're going to see exactly how this all works. Okay, so we're going to fix the site details first. So if I click on this, it's super simple. You're going to be able to title the site, and you can even add your own subdomain, which I'll show you how to do in just a bit. But as you can see, you have your branding, so your logo, your favicon, all that stuff. So super simple. If you have a logo and a favicon, make sure to add that in here, because when people go to your membership site, right? So if I click on this, and this is just an example here, you'll notice this is kind of what it's going to look like right here. Okay, so that's that. And then of course you'll have your login area. So if let me log out here, it'll look something like this, right? Where people can go and log in to your course website. Okay, so that's basically how it works. I'm gonna get out of here, but make sure to fix your site details, your branding, and then right here where it says builder settings, I like to keep it on a download. That way, if you want to download your videos within your membership site, you can go ahead and do that, but no one else can download it. This is just for you. So I like to keep this setting on, and then we hit save here at the bottom. All right, so step number 2 is to set up your domain for your online course. So under memberships and under courses and under settings, you're gonna see the next step here, which is the domain setup. Okay, so this is where people will go to your custom domain, and that's where they're gonna go and see your membership area. Okay, so if I click inside of domain setting and I click on custom domain here, I can go ahead and add a custom domain. Now, here's the thing. You want to go ahead and get a domain that's totally different from your other funnels, your other websites, because you don't want to cause any other problems or any other issues. So now what you want to do is you want to go to Namecheap or GoDaddy and get a brand new domain. And then all we're going to do is update the C name record and the A name record. And now when people go to that domain website, that's where they're going to get access to your course. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a domain. That way you can see exactly how to do this from scratch. So I'm going to go and I'm going to find my domain name for my course. Okay, so I'm going to type in Freedom Accelerator and see what's available. So I'm going to see here that there's a bunch of different domains. I'm just going to pick something that makes sense. So freedomaccelerator.vip. Now note I'm on GoDaddy.com because GoDaddy syncs very easily with Funnel Freedom. Okay, and you're going to see exactly how this works. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy this domain right here. It's only $6.99. So I'm gonna hit continue here and I'm gonna go through the process. I'm gonna get the full domain protection and then I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't need this. I don't need professional email because I already have that already set up. This is just simply for the online course website domain. Okay, so I'm gonna hit continue to cart and there we go right here. It's $42 for 5 years. And then with the domain protection, it's about $100 for 5 years just to host my platform. Not bad at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay for this and we're gonna go back to Funnel Freedom. All right, so now that we purchased our domain on GoDaddy, now we can go ahead and add the custom domain in Funnel Freedom or GoHighLevel. Okay, so where it says custom domain, you're gonna add your domain here. So for me, it's www.freedomaccelerator.vip. And what we need to do is add 2 simple records to the GoDaddy domain. Okay, so whether you bought this on GoDaddy or Nameshare or a different place where you can buy domains, this is what you need to do. Okay, so super easy. All you have to do is add a C name and a name record. Okay, so to do that inside of the domain, we can very easily just go to add new record, and where it says C name, we can hit at, and then we're going to go to whatever this is. So we're going to copy that, add that in here and save. Now I've already done that, as you can see right here. And then the next one I want to do is an A name record. So A name, and then with these values here. Okay, as you can see, I've already done it here. Okay, once I do that, now all I have to do is click on update domain here on the right side. And once that's done, you'll see how cool this is. All right, so now I can go to this website now and check this out. If I go to it, it goes directly to my members area. All right, so the next thing is we're gonna look at the email settings. Now, this is pretty basic, pretty easy to do, which makes it easier for you guys. It's not super hard. So if we go into email settings, you'll see they have a send welcome email, a drip email, and then send offer access email. Now, the cool thing is you can use the default template that it gives you. Basically, it's gonna say, hey, here's access to your course, here's the login and password. Or of course, you can go and create your own welcome email. Now, as you see, it says default welcome template. So we can go ahead and create this in the automation and create our own templates. We'll come back and do this, but for now, this is just where you go and customize the welcome email, the drip emails, all that stuff, okay? So just wanna make sure you understand how this works, but we'll go back and fix this once we get the course up and running. Now, if you do want to create your own email template, it's going to be under marketing here on the marketing tab on the left. And then under emails, you'll see something called templates. Okay. So this is where you can go and create your own templates, your own branding, however you want to do it. Super easy to do. You hit create template and you can either use the design editor or the code editor. Most people will use the design editor just because it's super easy, drag and drop. So again, we'll come back to this, but this is where you would find your email templates. And again, if you wanted to go and create that and add that to the settings, you go under courses, under settings, and then email settings, you would click on the one you just created. Okay, so super simple to do. That's going to be all under the marketing email templates tab. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is the difference between a product and an offer. Okay, so if I go under products, you'll notice I have essentially different courses. Now, some of these are upsells within a low ticket funnel. Some of them are just completely different courses. But what I'm saying is there's a difference between products and offers. Now, the way you can look at this is every product is basically its own course, its own module, okay? Now, an offer, you can actually bundle multiple things together, right? So let's just say you have offer number one, okay? Let's just say offer number one. This offer, you know, you pay whatever it is, $97, but that gives you, you know, this program, and this program, okay? So that's what you can say under an offer, right? So like if someone buys, you know, offer number one, they get this, this, and this, right? Now, let's just say we have, you know, for example, offer number two, this is your high ticket, so you know, whatever, $2,000, okay? So if that's the case, you can say, well, if they buy offer number two for $2,000, I'm sorry, it's kind of ugly, but essentially you can say, if they buy the main offer, well, then they get access to all of this. That's the difference between the products and the offer, right? And you do that all under courses, and you'll see under offers, there's different offers. Okay. So for example, you'll see, you know, I have different offers depending on what people do and don't do. Okay. So super easy to do. And you could go and create offer right here, what you want to name it, what they get right here. Okay. So this is a cool, right? So offer, let's just say offer number one, right? And then it's like, oh, they're going to get access to, you know, this program and this program and this program. Okay. Does that make sense now? So super easy to do. And then of course, obviously you want to say, how much do you want to charge for this? I want to charge, you know, $97, or you can do reoccurring. You want to do, you know, $37 a month. How many of those, you know, are we doing a trial period? Are we doing monthly, weekly, yearly? So really cool. You can do some really cool things on, you know, how you want to structure your course. You know, I did do a video on how to price it and everything, so I'm not going to go too much into that in this video, but this is where you go and actually create the offer itself. Okay. And then you simply hit create, the offer's created. And now when people buy this offer, they're going to get access to the products that you put under each specific offer. Okay. Super cool, super easy to do. So that's the difference between an offer and a product. Now, it's important to understand when you're creating your funnel, you're actually going to be connecting the offers to the funnels, right? So for example, you're creating your funnel and people go and buy whatever it is, right? Offer number one or offer number two. Well, that's what's connected to the funnel, right? So, you know, if they buy your challenge or your course, whatever it is, you say, hey, they're buying this offer, but that's going to unlock these products under it. Okay. So that's basically how it works. And when we go through and actually create it, it's going to make a lot more sense, but it's really important to understand you can't create the offers just by themselves. You need to create the products first, then the offer. Okay. So now let's go ahead and create the actual course step by step. So we've done all the basic setup. So the next thing to do is to create the actual products. Okay. So we're going to go to under membership, under courses, we're going to go to products. Okay. So we're going to go and create our first product. Okay, so start from scratch. So remember, we went ahead and created this in the last video. Now we can go ahead and put it all together. Now there's different options here, and you'll see there's a sprint course, marathon, membership, and then a build your own. So depending on what type of course you're creating, pick the correct option here. Honestly, it really doesn't matter because it's all going to be a course anyway. So my favorite thing to do is just go to build your own. That way you can customize it however you want. Okay, so I'm going to go from build your own. I'm going to hit start building. And then I'm going to hit test course just so you could see this. Okay, test course number 1 and then create product. Okay, so now once you created the product, you'll see that, we're starting from blank. Okay, so we can go ahead and, create multiple categories, right? So you'll see here, let's just say this is module number 1, right? So I can go over here and just say, module number 1. I could say what this is about, what this is about. And then you can make this, set as root category, set at the top. You'll see as we create more and more. Okay. Now you're going to want to add a category thumbnail. So every time you go and create a module or category, you're going to want to add a module. Okay. So this is where, when people go through the course, it's going to show the thumbnail specific for that specific module. Okay. So you'll have all that done. Of course, you can do that in AI and ChatGPT, some of the tools I was talking about earlier. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here though, and we're going to just kind of build out this skeleton. Okay, so this will be module number 1. Now, if I click on this right here, this is going to be like your first lesson in module number 1, right? So I can go and, select a video, upload new file. Super easy to do. I can just go and select the videos that I want to add in here. Super easy to do. The cool thing is Funnel Freedom or GoHighLevel, it will literally let you upload the videos directly. You don't need Vimeo or YouTube. You can upload it directly to the software itself. Okay, so you can do that. I'm going to go ahead and cancel it. But once you do that, you're going to have a video and you're going to have, whatever this lesson is about, right? So I'm going to put lesson number 1, and then you can even say what this is about, right? Now, the cool thing is you can go and add files. You can add, if there's a Google Doc or if there's a checklist or a cheat sheet, whatever it is, right? This is all added here. And then you want to add a thumbnail if you want, people to go through it. Okay. So, and then of course, make sure it's published. That way people can see it. We're going to go ahead and save that. So if I save that and I go back, you can see we're starting to build this out, right? So module 1, lesson 1, and then it's going to kind of go through here. And then of course we can go and add more, right? I can create a new category. This will be module number 2, and that's going to create like your next category. Okay, I spelled that wrong, but you'll see here it's in draft. So you want to make sure once you're happy with it that it's published. Okay, now one thing I want to note here that's just that's super cool is you'll see that it says drip. Okay, so some modules you'll want it to drip like a day or a week later depending on how you set it up. So it's like, hey, okay, I want them to go through module number 1, and before this is unlocked, for module number 2 is unlocked, I want this to drip. Okay, so meaning it won't open until, let's just say 7 days. Okay, so let's just say they get access to module number 1 instantly, but then they don't get access to module number 2 until the 7 days or however you set it. Okay, you don't need a drip. This is just like if you're creating a course that has a drip. Okay, usually for me, I just have it all unlocked. Again, it really depends on the type of course you're creating. Okay, but same thing here. You can have module 1, module 2. I could go in here and add a lesson under this. So I could go and, add lesson, keep creating lessons under each module. Okay, so that's kind of how you create the course, right? We went ahead and created the framework in the first video. This is where you actually go and add all the videos, the checklists, everything that you've already created. Okay, so super easy to do. And then, you can go ahead and preview it, see what it looks like. If I click on preview, you can see it's starting to be built out, right? Of course, there's nothing in it, but you can see, lesson number 1, you click in here and then the video will show up, of course, once it's uploaded and all that good stuff. Okay, so super easy. It makes sense once you start building it out. One thing to note is in the course itself, if you go to details, you can go and add all the details for that specific course. Okay, so you can see the details. You get to say what the title of the course is. The description of the course is really important, right? What is it about? And then this is the thumbnail for the course itself. Again, you can go and create this in Canva using AI, whatever is the easiest for you. And then of course, if we go to customization, we can go to the instructor, right? So this would be, Jonathan Montoya. And then you could even say, some credentials about you, whatever, XYZ, headshot. So it's gonna be a 300 by 300 dimension. And then, name, title, instructor bio. And then this would be the image of your actual course. Okay, so super easy to do, really not that hard. This is if you're doing some custom code, don't worry about that on the advanced. And then you just hit save and that's it. Your course is ready to go. So now if I go to courses and products, you'll notice there's test course number 1. I didn't add obviously a picture here, but that's what it's going to look like, right? This is the course right there. Okay. And again, I can go preview it. It's going to show the course instructor and all that good stuff. Okay. So now that the product is done, we can start selling it, right? This is done. We added all our videos, just like, I'll show you one that's already done, right? So for example, this one right here, you'll see I have day 1 with, day 1 video inside of here, right? You can see there's the video, and then I have, all the instructions right here. I can add files if I'd like. So it's all there. It's super easy to do. So that's how it looks like when it's all done. You can see day 1 and then day 2, day 3, and then I even have some extra modules down here, okay, which we're creating. As you can see, it's on draft. So that's basically what it looks like. If I go to preview, you can see now it's very step by step. If I click on any of these, it'll go inside the actual module itself and people can go and take the course. And you can see it says instructor, all that good stuff. So very easy, very simple, and it's very clean. Okay, so the next step is to customize the course settings. Okay, so if we go back to the test course here, if we click inside of here, you'll notice there's the customized setting. And again, this will work for both the Funnel Freedom software or the GoHighLevel software. So if I go inside of customize, I can go and click whatever theme you want, but I'm gonna go with the classic here. And I wanna hit customize because inside of customize, I can go inside of here and change whatever I need. I can change colors, I can change sections, right? However I want this to look, right? So if I go to theme settings, right, I can select this, right? I can have a background. So I can have, right now I have a background of my lion logo. It's hard to see in the video, but it's very subtle. It's right there, but you can have your own background. You could change the primary colors to whatever you want. I already have this set, but change the font, however you want this to look. Okay. It's super cool, super easy to do. And then of course you could even change how the lessons look. So if I go to lesson over here, I could, change the colors here as well, right? I can add, my own background. I could add an image. I could change the color, right? So if I want to change the color to, let's just say blue, I can do that. Okay. So save changes. Now there's going to be like a blue background. Okay, so that will be once you add the lesson here. Okay, so super easy. I can just hit save theme and I could preview it just so we can take a look at that. But yeah, I mean, this is all going to be just because you want it to match your branding and your theme. Okay, so make sure you add the customize if you want to go ahead and do that. Now the next step, once you have the product and the membership area created, is you need to create the offer. However, before you do that, you need to have a merchant connected, some way that you can collect payment. So let me show you how to do that next. It's super easy. So inside your Funnel Freedom or your GoHighLevel account, you're going to go to payments there on the left, and you'll notice a few integrations, right? You see under payments, you're going to see settings, coupons, products, and under products, you can see all the products that you've created. Now, what you want to go is you want to go to the integration spot, because this is where you can connect your Stripe account, your NMI, what authorized.net, whatever merchant you're using. Now, the easiest merchant to get started with is Stripe. So you can go and create a Stripe account. So before integrating it, you're going to want to go to stripe.com and you could simply create a account. And this is how you're going to accept payment for your online course. So once you go ahead and create an account, it's super easy to do. You're going to go back to your Funnel Freedom GoHighLevel account, and you're going to essentially just connect the two programs. Okay, so as you can see, mine's already connected, but all I have to do is say, once you create your Stripe account, and say, hey, talk to my Funnel Freedom account, and it's gonna talk to it. Okay, same thing with your PayPal account. I can go ahead and create a API integration. If you're not sure how to do that, you can simply click on how to find PayPal API keys. So if you have a PayPal account, you could also connect your PayPal. That way people can pay with that as well. Now, if you don't have a merchant account, you need to create one, because this is how you're going to get the payment. Okay. Now, if you have a different merchant and it's not listed on the Funnel Freedom or GoHighLevel software, we can still integrate with your merchant, but it's going to have to be a custom integration. Now, if you need help with that, let me show you where to go. You could simply go to the bottom right where we have 24-hour chat support if you need help with anything. Now, one thing I do want to mention as well, if for some reason the chat is not helping, you could also go to the Funnel Freedom support here on the bottom left, and you'll notice here we have Zoom tech support. So you can literally click on this button here and you could book a call on Zoom with someone that can walk you through the process if you're getting stuck anywhere in the process. All right, so now let's go ahead and create an offer. I did show you real quick before how to do it, but now let's actually go and create it now that we've created the test product. Okay, so under membership, under courses, you're gonna click on offers. Again, under offers, we're gonna go ahead and create an offer here. And we're gonna call this test offer number 1. And again, you can't do this until the product is created. So make sure the product is created first. You're gonna go to, whatever it's called here. So in this case, it's gonna be the test course number 1. And again, if you have multiple courses that you start adding over time, you could add those if it's part of that offer. Okay, so this one's just this one, course number 1. Is it free? Is it one time? I'm gonna go to one time. I'm gonna say, $497, and then price takes override. Don't worry about that. And then if you're doing a test, you can go ahead and test it in Stripe. This, you could go through the funnel and test this out. I'm just gonna go live right away and hit create, and that's it. Your offer is now created, and in the offer itself, you can add a description. You can add some custom code, but don't worry about that for now. The main thing is you want to make sure that the included product includes that course that you just created. Again, this is where you go and, right here, you're going to add your image for that offer itself. Another thing is you can even say, hey, allow the checkout to accept coupons. Okay, so if you want to have a coupon as well, you can click that button and hit save if you want to do that. And that's going to be, if you want to change or if you want to add a coupon, that's going to be all under payments. And there's a place where you can go and add a coupon. So super cool, super easy to do. And if I go ahead and uncheck that, I can go ahead and save that offer. And this is what we're going to use when we create the funnel itself. Now, one thing to mention is if this is in draft, you want to make sure that you switch this to published, or else people are not going to be able to buy that offer. Okay, so if I switch this to published and hit save, now you're good to go. Now, here's the interesting thing about creating an offer. You can actually send people directly to this link. So for example, if I go to get link and I go and check out this page here, you'll notice that people can go directly to this page and actually buy, right? So you can see everything is there. I could go and customize this however I want. That's what the details are here, okay? Now, this is not your traditional way of creating an offer per se. Like for us, we create an offer or a product and we add that to a funnel. And that's typically the better way to do it. But what's super cool is you can get a link directly to the offer if you just want to sell something super quick. All right, so me specifically, I'm going to connect this offer to a funnel. Okay, that's going to be a lot more higher converting because people are going to go through the funnel, they're going to buy your offer, and then they're going to get access to everything. Okay, but I just wanted to mention that you can send people directly to that link, which is something that other funnel building or other platforms don't have. Now, the cool thing is now your online course is completely done, right? You went ahead and created the course, you added it to the Funnel Freedom or the GoHighLevel software. I showed you the difference between the products and the offers and how they work. So essentially that's it, right? You could essentially start selling your online course with the offer link. Now, I want to show you one more thing, and this is how you give manual access to somebody that wants your course. Okay, so for example, let's just say someone purchased your course and for whatever reason they didn't get their login information or they didn't look at spam, whatever it is, right? Let me show you how you give someone access. All right, so under contacts, you're going to notice, whoever it is, you're going to type in their name. So in this case, I'm just going to use one of my example contacts here. So let's just click on this one right here. Let's just say this person went and purchased the course, but they didn't get access, right? So what you can do is you go to that contact and this, you could give this to your support team or whoever's doing the support, right? You can go down and you could see what offer that they purchased. Okay, so under offer, you can say, hey, they purchased this test offer. They need access to this. Okay, so this is where you can go and send them access to that. And then, they're going to have access to this. So I can go ahead and send now, or I can go ahead and right here, send a message saying, hey, here's your access to your test course that you just purchased. What's super cool is everything is here, guys. You can see all the information on what that specific customer is doing, right? You can see their whole journey right here, right? What did they buy? What did they opt in for? All that cool stuff, right? You can see, the opportunities they're going through, the campaigns, the workflows, everything is all here, right? You can see all the emails they're being sent. Okay, so super, super powerful, but this is exactly how you would send them, right? You can even go and change their password if you want, send them a notification. So a lot of people maybe didn't get their membership information. So this is exactly how you would do it. Again, you can't give them access to a product. It has to be an offer. Okay. So make sure to create the products first, and then you tie those products to the offers. And then this is how you give someone access for, whatever reason. Or if someone just wants access and, they're going to review your program, you say, hey, okay, cool. Let me add you to my system. And then you give them access to the offer itself. So now that you created your online course, your offer's done, your product's done, you connected your domain, you're ready to go. Now, one thing I didn't cover in this video is how to create a funnel for your course. And that's going to be a whole different video where I walk you through how to create a low ticket funnel, a webinar funnel. How do we get a sales page together? That way we can sell the product. So I'm going to be creating another video where I show you exactly step by step how to create a funnel that converts. Okay. So I'll make another video. Let me know down below if you want access to that video. Just say how to create a funnel down in the comments, and I'll go ahead and send you that once it's finished. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video on how to create an online course using the Funnel Freedom and GoHighLevel software. See you on the next video, and God bless.